I saved the empty bottles of all of the hydrating products I finished over the last few months, so let's do an empties video. None of these products have SPF. Getting started with the big guns. 4 Beauty's overnight success was my very first retinol, and I was quite nervous about getting on it, and I'm not going to lie, the retinol purge is a real thing. Even if you read about it, it doesn't really prepare you for how rough it can be. For 2 or 3 weeks, my skin was at its worst ever, and I was questioning all of my life decisions, but it does eventually pass. I loved using this one. I'm only not repurchasing this because I've switched to the Dr. Earth retinol system, and I like that one a little bit more. I absolutely could not have gotten through the retinol purging without the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Probio Cica Intensive Ampule. Cica has always worked well to calm my skin when it is sensitized or angry. This was a strong Cica product that was really soothing. I feel like I don't need it anymore because my skin is currently well behaved, but if my skin suddenly started rebelling again, I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. This is the worst Dew Point moisturizing gel cream, and apparently this sets some kind of record for like how often they sell a tube. Now that I've actually tried it for myself, I get it. The texture is beautiful, 10 on 10, no notes. Pixie Phenomenal Gel is also something great to use when you might be using any kind of active or your skin is going through a tumultuous time. It just calms and neutralizes your skin. Also really love the texture. Would definitely recommend it. Benefit Professional Smooth Sip was the dreamiest moisturizer. Again, the most beautiful texture. I know I've said this like for the 3rd time in a row, but these moisturizers have been so good to my skin. This one in particular, they deserve bonus points for the aluminum packaging. Yes, 100 times yes. This one's from Round Lab Doctor. It is a little bit rich for me for most of the year. My skin leans normal to oily, and I prefer gels or gel creams. This one works better if my skin is slightly drier, so I will default to it when the weather gets cooler. It's an adequate moisturizer. I don't need to put anything over it for hydration. This mini lasted me quite a while, and I actually have another mini as well that I'm sure will last for many months more. The Innisfree Jeju Orchid and Rich Cream is actually one of my favorite richer creams. This is more formulated for dry skin, so I can only use it for 1 or 2 months in a year during winter. If you have dry skin though, do check this out. It will hydrate without making you oily or sticky. When I'm doing empties, I usually also rank the products, but we're not doing that this time because y'all know I'm a critical person, and this was one of those rare instances where I actually loved each and every single product. Saved a little bonus empty for the end. This is the Durfil by SkinMed Zoo Catriel Mask. We all agree by now that sheet masks are not a necessity in your routine, but they're fine as a once in a while treat, and I did enjoy using this one because I have a white cat, so we actually twinned when I had this on.